Hello there, this is Retro Spirit Gaiden, and this is a RAIDEN DX for your PlayStation console. As you can see, it's the Japanese version of the game. Here's the Sony logo, fading into view with this ominous sound effect accompaniment. And here's the PlayStation logo, made out of polygons. Oh yeah, because the PlayStation was all about polygons. Coming over here with its polygons, killing my 2D games. Who do you think you are, PlayStation? Hamster are involved somehow. Probably publisher. Don't know. Seibu Kaihatsu presents. Because you're not supposed to say the U's at the end of Japanese words, are you? I don't know. Seibu Kaihatsu or Seibu Kaihatsu presents. This is taking a long time to load, and I think it's going to boot into an FMV. Let's have a look. Yes, we have achieved full motion video, people. We have a radar, a low poly radar at that, inside the cockpit of your RAIDEN fighter, which is ready to take off with its poor engine VFX. There it goes, towards that badly textured sky dome. Oh, it's all happening. And that's the intro sequence for RAIDEN DX. This is a conversion of the RAIDEN 2 arcade machine to your PlayStation, which is different to the RAIDEN 2 that you'll find on RAIDEN Project. I'm saying RAIDEN a lot. RAIDEN, because it's got different game modes and a slightly different game structure. What we do have in this menu is we have the ability to rotate the screen to Tate mode, and we have alternate soundtracks for your ears. Don't know what was in the special menu, but here's the game proper. So you've got training, novice and expert. Now training is just one super long level with some large enemies in it. Lots of popcorn enemies to shoot. You power up. I don't believe you can continue in this mode. You're just there, you've got your 2 lives. And if anything, actually, with the inability to continue means it's probably harder than the other modes. So yeah, it's pretty brutal training for a pretty brutal series of games. Yeah, I see what they've done there. Very sneaky. You've got the usual shrapnel action when you shoot things. Things fly off like bits of panelling and people's heads fly off and splash into the ocean. That's all fun. So you'll notice there's little things that pop out of the floor that you can shoot. They give you bonus points. This game's quite big on the medals, bonus points situation. So the medals in this game degrade over time. They start off at a high value, and then if you don't pick them up, they go stinky, they go rot, and then they're worth less points or fewer points. And they flash momentarily just before they breathe their last breath and turn into grey mush. And if you manage to pick them up on their last gasp, you get loads of points instead of just a couple of 100 points. That's quite difficult to do. There's some new enemies in this mode, enemies that I haven't seen before, because I'm not great at RAIDEN. Maybe they appear on a later level in the actual original game, don't know. We've got rearranged backgrounds on this mode, and we've got the toothpaste laser, we have got the wide shot and the laser shot. We have the usual tanks, we have a sand texture which looks like a repeaty carpet. Lovely. Same cool shoot 'em up gameplay. As you can see, I'm not doing very well here. I've been obliterated twice in the first 100 yards of this game, which isn't really showcasing my skills to full effect. Not usually this bad. You can stock up on bombs, and you get big bonus points if you've got a full stock of bombs and start picking up bombs. That's cool. There you can see the medals have gone all stinky, and indeed one of them did flash momentarily. So if you can learn the levels, and you can learn where the enemies come on, or where and when they come on, you can then kind of plan your route to pick up the medals on the way. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Yeah, RAIDEN 2 is a very detailed and I would say quite fair, hard but fair game. Some of the enemies, in common with other vertically scrolling shoot 'em ups which scroll side to side, can snipe you from off screen occasionally, but it's nowhere near as bad as it is in, say, Flying Shark or something like that. It's a little bit fairer, although it does happen, so just be warned, it can be slightly frustrating. You've got the same cool bosses in here. You've got the walking tanks, which are obviously not a design which would ever work in the real world, but in video game form everybody loves a walking tank. We have stealth bombers here, which are firing lots of bullets at me, and if you don't destroy them as they come down the screen, they turn around and fly up your bum. Up your jacksie! Oh, they want to get up you from behind. I mean, I don't know, I went a bit still a crazy day. It's a Friday evening and yeah, slightly drunk. I'm not drunk, but it is Friday. Right, we're shooting a tank and we shot his face off, revealing a sub-face which fires more bullets. Oh, it's never that easy in Raiden. Things only get more complicated and harder. So yes, this is a fun little mode. You get 3 lives, no continues, and you see how long you can last. Never been to the end of the stage. I'm pretty sure that it's bloody hard to do so, and that's just a guess. Like I say, I'm not a Raiden expert. I haven't played this game as much as I'd like to have, because I only bought it recently and I am enjoying it. I don't know whether it's going to get too hard and then my enjoyment is going to be lessened, but at the moment it's kind of cool. I'm not so sure about the toothpaste laser as a weapon. I've got to be honest with you. I kind of like the visuals. It doesn't feel as robust to me as just bullets spewing out of you, because it feels a little like I'm not going to kill things successfully with the old bendy rod of doom. But it does look sweet. I can't deny that. It's like you can play this training stage in 2-player mode as well. It says push start. But in my house, with my family, none of them want to play 2D shooters. They want to play, I don't know, Mario Kart 8 or stuff like that. No one's interested in shooters in my house apart from me. Sad story. Weep for me. Right, so this game was about 55 quid. Like I said, very recently. I've had it for a couple of weeks. I've played it quite a bit. Like I said, I'm not an expert on Raiden games in general, but I do really like Raiden 2. I much prefer it to the original game. The only other game in the series that I really like is the last one, which I think was called the last 2D one, Raiden Fighter's Jet, which I'm not sure came out on a home console. May have. Might have come out on the Xbox 360 in Japan, but I never had a Japanese 360. But I've got that on Steam, and it's a cool game. So those are my 2 favourite 2D Raiden games. The 3D Raiden games, Raiden, never know how to say it, don't appeal to me as much. But they are similar gameplay wise. We're going to go in here, we're going to change our screen mode, and we're going to play arcade, which rotates the controls with the screen, which is giving me a warning about there. So if you're playing this on a monitor, say, that you can rotate, if you're using like an upscaling device going into your monitor through HDMI, this is very, very handy. And I like playing the full screen version, as the graphics are very detailed. Novice mode there is basically Raiden 2 as you remember it, with the medal stuff in, as far as I can tell. And Expert Stage has extra stages at the end of the game, which I've not seen yet, because actually I don't tend to continue my way through games. I tend to 1 or 2 credit them and then start again, because I want to practice and get good, rather than just continuing through a game. So I haven't actually clocked these games yet, like I said, because I don't continue all the way through. But yeah, this one's got remixed graphics as well, so it's using a lot of the same sprites and obviously background details, but it's reconfigured them into a different layout. So it's effectively 3 takes on Raiden 2 on one disc. Beautiful, for about 55 quid. Raiden 2 is a very good shoot 'em up. It's I enjoy it immensely, much more than the original Raiden, like I said. It looks cool, it's very non-flashy, it has nicely detailed things in it, the extra soundtrack is cool in this game, the music is actually pretty good in this game anyway, just standard Raiden 2. If you like shoot 'em ups, you're going to enjoy this game. Those people who don't like shoot 'em ups will probably get less enjoyment out of it. But it's not a bullet hell shooter really, but it is pretty damn serious in terms of difficulty. So there we go. That's Raiden DX. It's kind of like my first impressions really. Like I said, I've only had it a couple of weeks. I don't feel like I've got the full measure of it yet in terms of what it offers gameplay wise. But there are some unlockables by the looks of it. There's an extras menu there. And I need to get better at it to find out what those unlockables are. Here's the walking tank, probably one of my favourite bosses in the whole of arcade shooters actually, just because it just looks cool and it leaves like footprints on the floor, and just for that reason alone, for some reason I kind of like it. It's just weird, isn't it? Why would I like that so much? I'm not sure. I've got issues. The explosion there is really cool. I like that large explosion. Like a angry mechanical crab stomping over people's property. Has he no respect? I'll blow his head off. Oh, there we go, you get a timer for the bosses. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sure. You get bonus points for destroying the bosses quicker. There we go. It's all about the bonus points, this game. About racking up the bonuses. Yeah, I've forgotten about that. I'm not good enough to really take the bosses down that quick. I'm more concerned with survival in this game at the moment, until I get very good. If that will happen, I'm not so sure. But hey, the fun's in trying to find out, huh? Alright then, that's Raiden DX, 50-ish quid. Pretty damn cool. Alright then, it's right.